This thing you're crawling out of looks like a boss from Binding of Isaac or something.
I can see that, I can. But either way, I keep on grabbing the wrong thing.
You're trying to grab something with the wrong thing that you grabbed.
Teleporting on top of a fake Master Sword's okay.
Man, you should be able to, like, collect those and carry them around and throw them at things.
That'd be pretty great.
Was there a bug of some kind in that tunnel? I think I saw just a brief glimpse of one of those things that hides under bushes.
I did not see
Weird.
Oh, I only came to the light world so I can teleport elsewhere. Because now, in order to enter the next dungeon, I actually need to go climb Death Mountain anyways. By the way, just in case, because random rocks are random.
The deadly cabbages return.
It's okay, apparently the RNG doesn't want me to use my magic today.
Awfully nice of it.
I'm an old man, and I live on this mountain, and you never visit anymore, and you never call!
Well, screw you! You don't have a phone, you just have a table! Why don't you just take up space in my head like everybody else does?
There's only so much space inside of Link's head.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiny head. At least his hat doesn't talk to him.
Yeah, it could be worse.
But yeah, we need to go back to this section just for a bit to get something extra special.
Oh man.
Is that
you
a
have
secret
no idea
statement
how many
about
times
a game where his hat does talk to him?
You have no idea how many times I tried to do this segment without a cape.
It's quite doable with the hook shots and with some life potions handy as well.
Yeah, you can sort of out.
Yeah, I think that's how I
did
did
it. Like tank it, basically.
Yeah, that's what these hearts are there for. It's like, did you just do this the tanking method? Well, have all these hearts. But this is a no damage run, so I kind of needed the cape. Oh, this is the invincibility cane. It's like the cape, except it drains your magic slower, so therefore it's better.
Oh, well.
I also didn't have enough magic left to get back, so yeah, let's just drink that potion I've been hanging on to since I visited the fairy fountain.
Hooray! Everything comes full circle.
Just as planned.
Things that I definitely encountered when first getting that potion. Yep, definitely. Hi, B.
That's not a good
B?
B is apparently immune to sword beams.
I don't think I ever used this cane.
Well, being a no damage run, I'm going to hug this cane and love it because it helps out a lot.
Hey, where's the ball? Oh, there he is.
He's just kind of stuck. Goodbye, Kirby Ball.
I was always changing my mind, so I became a ball. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but...
Get this other medallion thing.
Moon runes!
Translate the moon runes!
Using your VHS tape box.
Link looks so smug holding up the Master Sword like that.
Watch your magic meter.
Ice is totally symbolized by a lightning bolt. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the key word on that medallion description was polar winds. So, okay. So, I'm just doing this to get the good B onto the first slot. Let's be honest now.
B Management Simulator 2014.
B, come back! Get back in the ball! I just wanted more experience points. So I could just go to the fairy fountain and get a bunch of freebies, but that takes time and I have too many rupees, so...
Might as well spend your money somewhere.
May as well.
Put it back into the economy.
I have some of the money that I stole.
You didn't steal it. You took it from thieves, so it's like, it doesn't count anymore.
I walked into their homes and opened their life savings.
They weren't standing around to protect it, and they didn't lock it, and they also probably stole it first.
Yeah, they had it coming, I'm sure.
They're also probably dead, but that's beside the point.
Well, yeah, I mean... Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going this way because I have one other thing to grab first before going to the dungeon.
as usual, I guess.
Yeah, this is like a completely optional medallion to get since there's nothing that it unlocks, but... might as well.
All right.
It's certainly the most exciting medallion.
Yes. It is the medallion of make things explode.
Everybody likes exploding things. It's very powerful, and it doesn't have the bonus effect of the ether medallion, which we can hammer things to try and get magic after using it, but whatever!
It's dynamic and flashy, and that's all we need.
And this demonstration, and it's gonna even demonstrate it for us as this vulture comes buzzing on up to show us. Boom!
Too bad that none of those medallions are really that useful because of how much magic they cost.
Hey, I totally used one once.
Well, months.
So we're gonna have the duck carry us like a few feet over to this little ledge.
Oh man, lazy duck action.
You need the Titan's bit to come in here. Welcome to Misery Mire, or the Swamp of Evil, whatever you want to call it.
The actual freaking swamp.
Yes, this place.
That other swamp does not compare.
Place pretty miserable, to say the least. Pouring down rain, there's goopy stuff everywhere. There's creepy looking faces that you have to explore.
It's got boring treasure chests with, like, stuff that you don't need.
Hey, I totally need that piece of art. Also, there's the spark thing freaking out for some reason and not actually following its path.
That
Wow.
keeps happening for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like that one clearly had its wall to go onto. Game, please.
Is that little entrance supposed to look like it has a face? Because it does.
Yeah, it totally has
Yeah.
a face. But Link has a habit of walking into things' mouths. Also, here's a totally not transformed fairy. I guess she has a moon pearl of her own.
She's living in a pretty bad neighborhood. Jeez.
Ah, she just likes the sound of rain to help her sleep at night.
I guess that makes sense. Maybe.
Here's another not quite obvious corner, unless you look at it in the light world.
Oh man. Block
Push all
pushing
the things.
puzzles.
So the solution is to push them all to the right, except that one that you push up.
Hooray.
Difficult!
Blocks. And the pushing of blocks.
I put the teleporter in the worst place again.
Whoops.
Well played.
Well, let's just stand here for a bit until it lets me go back. There we go.
Link will not have the ability to merge with walls for a few years yet.
Oh, yeah.
That gimmick is really handy. And neat. And well done. Can you
I'll play
tell
it
that I like
eventually.
Link Between Worlds because it's good?
I still haven't played it or seen much of it.
Get
This is why we
that
need
get
the
that
medallion.
capture card already.
Someday, but in the meantime, ether! And so we've once again ruined the lives of everybody in the world by making that very sad by getting rid of her relaxing rain sounds.
You might have ruined the ecosystem a little.
I've heard enough rain and thunder over the last few days here, thank you.
So there's the gating mechanism to make sure you've gone to Dark Dungeon 2 first.
Man, Misery Mire is probably in the middle of nowhere enough to only have HughesNet for internet options too.
I forget exactly what it is, but I think in speedruns I've seen that there is supposed to be some way to get over that gap without the hookshot.
I think it's like you charging into the stone with the Pegasus boots and then wiggling enough to kind of graze your way over the pit. And I was really eager to step into that Beamos laser, but it didn't happen.
Phew. You're
Also
also
with
eager to walk
ropes.
into that spark.
I need the hitbox. It's okay.
You are living on the edge of hitboxes.
Well, we're back in a dungeon. I've got to do things that are stupid. That's how it works.
I guess. There's no warning that those torches shoot at you.
There isn't any warning that those torches shoot at you. It's kind of annoying.
How often do you have a room where there's a key right next to a locked door?
Fairly often, but
Okay, there's
There's
two
also another
keys
key.
next to a locked door. That's probably not as often.
people probably don't get that second key very often just because of where that pot is located.
Yeah.
But it's okay, this dungeon also has spare keys.
So this dungeon might be in an actual swamp, but the dungeon itself doesn't actually have anything to do with the swamp, really.
Well, those wall bubbly things kind of look swampy.
Well, they don't have any gameplay impact.
I guess. There's another key there, by the way.
Gotta have all the keys.
I guess that is something to cover here that I'm not sure we talked about, is noticing the key counter, all those extra keys that you had from the Skull Forest, we don't have them here.
Yeah.
Yep, you don't get to carry over your keys like in some classic Zelda games. They're very specific small keys, shaped particularly for those doors.
You can't tell though because the differences in small keys are so small. That looks like you're about to get hit, but no.
Okay,
Yeah,
the chest
kinda.
has a hitbox. Just blocked it for me. Also, that other lock key there, like that key over there is unnecessary, so we'll just skip it.
It's amazing how consistent you are at almost getting hit.
Well, we've seen from the streams enough times that that follows in anything.
It's like some sort of really weird skill.
How to keep people on the edge constantly.
You have to be on the edge.
It's all about the grace
yourself.
points.
Oh man.
So much grace. Fire burns above and below.
And fire spitting things, and fireballs, and...
More keys.
And more keys. This reminds a pretty confusing dungeon, and probably one of the easier ones to get lost in. Part of it has to do with all the
And
key
it's
doors.
full of slugs that for some reason drop bombs.
Explosive poop. Something.
I wonder if Link has like a key ring or something that he keeps all these on.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he has to put them somewhere.
Imagine a Zelda game where you had to collect bigger key rings to be able to hold more keys at once to be able to actually complete dungeons.
Have another key. So how often in a Zelda game are you running around carrying 4 keys?
Not too often. But then again, you know exactly which doors you don't need to open.
Playing the dungeon a few times to do that, although this one didn't take very long for a reason which will become apparent later on.
I can sort of imagine Link sitting in front of a locked door, like, fiddling with all of the keys to see which one fits. And it taking forever.
Spooky skulls!
Oh
Skulls of
no!
having too much HP! That thing just tries to shoot wherever you...
Have another key!
That just dropped 8 bombs.
That just dropped 8 bombs.
What
yes,
a
it does
weird
that.
number of bombs to drop.
Here we have some more BMOs.
Indeed we do.
Yeah, they seem to drop
Yeah,
either 1,
just a
4,
little.
or 8 bombs. It's just like, oh yeah, and then I went the wrong way. Whoops!
That's just like a pointless little cliff to make you sad that you can't jump off of it.
But yeah, now we need to actually open a room. We could sit around here with more flying tiles, but screw that nonsense.
Obviously, you have to light all the torches, also bomb slugs. I guess. Those are a thing.
Let's just use a sword beam. It works a lot better.
My favorite
It does.
My favorite bomb and slug related interaction is still Bomberman Hero, where there were salt bombs, specifically for destroying slugs.
Ah, yes.
They did nothing else, and nothing else did anything to the slugs.
Well, now we actually do have a torch puzzle, but it's a weird torch puzzle.
Is it?
Yeah, because most people aren't gonna really expect... Just go, me. Just go. Don't stand around trying to kill the Wizrobes. They come back anyways. But yeah. There's torches in 2 completely different rooms.
Ah, yes.
Oh man, what a mix-up of the classic formula. This is an innovative dungeon.
Yeah, and it's like, you wouldn't think that you'd have to light them all because it's 2 different rooms, but guess who comes back?
Hey Pink, did you know that
I'm
in the
an old
Zelda
man.
game you're
You
supposed
can't
to
get
light
me out
torches?
of your head by going into another dimension, you whippersnapper!
That's one of the last times we hear from him, though, so there's that.
The last thing the Sahara Desert has to say to you is, you can light torches in a Zelda game and make stuff happen.
He was just letting us know the key thing he had to tell us was 4 torches.
If you don't, if lighting 2 torches doesn't do anything, you should light more torches. Maybe something will happen.
Oh, just gotta be quick about it. They do a D light in the previous room if you're too slow.
Not that you can see that, I guess.
Yeah.
Also, it's not really apparent what they do.
Well, it makes a pit.
Also,
so
it's
this
not
is-
apparent that you can fall in that pit without taking damage because it doesn't have the thing where you can see the floor.
Yep. Oh well. Here's the big key.
And that's convenient. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Well, it gets even better. Because here we go. There's another big key door.
Well, of course, if one big key door wasn't enough, you gotta have another one.
No, just in
They
case
really
another-
want you to be a bunny.
No! Keep the bunny away from me.
Maybe if you didn't have the big key, you could like take the 3 keys that you do have and try to like use more than one on the bigger lock, and it would work somehow.
Oh yeah, and this is the part where I remembered I forgot something important.
Whoops.
So, there's something on the first floor that I kinda completely forgot about and realized it's actually mandatory later in this dungeon,
Yeah.
and what am I doing? Let's stop doing that past me, okay? That was a clearly incredibly stupid time to go down the stairs, and you almost paid for it.
I'm not even surprised by these anymore.
It just happens. It just happens, I can't control it, it's an instinct.
Your instinct is to almost get killed.
I guess so.
That's a pretty bad instinct to have. You should probably see a doctor.
Okay, so it's this section where you gotta go fast if you don't want to fall into a pily death.
Hey, this is a Zelda game where there's some eyeballs on the wall and you don't shoot them. They shoot you instead.
Ah, yes.
In Darkworld,
It's
I'm all
Soviet
shoot
Hyrule.
you! And so we get the cane of block making.
The Cane of Salmonella.
They try so hard to, like, psych it up. So, like, what a mysterious cane! This will be super helpful if you use it right. It makes blocks.
Well, you can also throw
It's
the
still
blocks.
probably better than whichever cane it was that could turn things upside down, and that was all it did.
That was the cane of either Pocky or Pachi, depending on how you want to pronounce it, I guess.
The cane of Pachi. Master of flipping. But yeah, you need it because you need something to hold down this button.
You can also pick up and throw the blocks, I think.
Yeah, they do detonate into 4 different directions, but you could always just use something more useful, like the boomerang.
Or a sword, or anything more practical than making a block, picking it up, and then throwing it.
Yeah, we get to use one of our excess keys.
But we've seen what your
Hey.
opinion on practicality is during boss fights,
Ugh.
so whatever.
I handle boss fights in whatever way I please.
What we need is a cane of bees.
Cane of bees. Oh dear.
Yeah, you did the thing again.
That's gonna be coming up a lot in this section. There's anti-fires everywhere.
So I have to ask, Pink. Back with the moth, did you have another plan of action before that one?
Yeah, killing him without taking a hit with the fire rod actually turned out to be pretty easy, so I'm just all like, you know what? We gotta do this harder.
So you really did go with Plan B.
Yes,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
yes, I did.
I applaud you, except I don't, because that would be loud.
Puns! Puns are painful, you guys.
That was
It
better
had to
than
be
mine, I
said.
think.
Oh, stupid bees.
Man, hitboxes continue to be weird. Used
Hitboxes
at
continue
11.
to be- Oh, hey guys, we're back maxed out on money again. What a shame.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, you have 999 rupees, and if you flip that, like, some degrees, it's 666. You think is the devil.
Oh
I think you're
no.
looking for the term 180 degrees.
Yeah, that's like a number.
So, time for a rare instance of this game utterly trolling you.
Huh.
Forgot about that.
I did also. They're not
No!
done yet.
The first time I practiced this dungeon, I'm just like, oh, I'll just walk on in here. Ah, what?
Those don't exist anywhere else in the entire game, do they?
I
And
don't
they're still
think so.
following you.
Yeah, they lagged the hell out of the game too, so there's that.
Oh hey, it's suddenly bright again.
My eyes! And they really want me to be a bunny. Yeah.
Man, magic powder hitboxes. I didn't know how weird they are because I like never used magic powder.
So many anti-fairies in this section of the dungeon. They had it coming. And look, another one!
Also,
Is it weird that all the little slime blob things kind of make me want, like, jelly beans?
Nah.
Yeah, they look a little bit like that, yeah.
Just a little more vertical, a little more potato.
Slime enemies aren't that common in Zelda games. Well, actually, no, they kind of are. I don't know if choo-choos count.
They're kind of a two-game thing. But yeah, this boss's little symbol in front of the door is pretty good about what it is. So this guy's really annoying, because he'll just keep shooting lightning at you, so screw that!
Oh, yeah.
Well,
okay.
the cane of slowdown.
There's too many eyeballs! The darker, like, it's not obvious, but the darker green stuff around all the eyes actually hurts you just by stepping in it, so... Yeah, we're gonna do this because normally it'd be a really slow and tedious slog of getting rid of all the small eyeballs before you can really do much damage to the big one. I didn't quite have enough magic to get rid of all the little ones, but that was pretty good stuff right there.
Don't you have a magic potion, though?
I do, but we already released the big one. So that's what I meant about this dungeon not taking very long, because I kinda cheesed the ever living hell out of the boss.
That eyeball is pretty stupid. I mean, like, after you get rid of all of its little cohorts, it goes from shooting effective room-spanning beams of lightning
Yeah,
to just trying to bounce around. I mean, I guess eyeballs don't have brains, usually.
Yeah, that was that was definitely a boss right there.
I never thought of using the cane in that way.
That's one of the only bosses you can
Well, it
cheese like
works.
that.
Because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters.
Okay. Break the seal with the wise man power alone. She's gonna be talking about stuff that we can't do yet because she's asking us to go save Zelda, but there's another maiden first, sorry!
By the way, this was technically Dungeon 6.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I just figured you were a better one to save than the Ice Lady.
That's what you get when you save your girlfriends out of order.
I like saving this one.